The best breakfast for fat loss and body recomposition is one that is high in protein with moderate healthy fats. Why? Because it helps you balance your blood sugar first thing in the morning. It also keeps you full and energized for hours and eliminates those sugar cravings that can happen later in the day. And if you love eggs like I do, you've probably felt some of these benefits when it happens. And once you connect with how you feel to what you're eating, it's life-changing. You'll start noticing how much your food impacts your energy, mood, and health. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat, especially as a woman in your 30s. They're loaded with choline for brain health and mood, healthy fats to support hormone balance, and vitamin D for strong bones and overall health. They also stabilize your blood sugar, keeping you energized and focused while supporting your fat loss goals. That's why eggs are my #1 choice to break my fast in the mornings, and it should be yours as well. But eating plain eggs every day can be very boring. That's why today I want to show you how to level up your eggs, making them exciting, flavorful, and nutrient-packed so that you look forward to eating them every single day if you want to. Because if you're not enjoying what you eat, you won't stick to it. And if you don't stick with it, you won't get the benefits, and consistency is key for a sustainable fat loss journey. So let's dive in. Hi, I'm Christiane, a passionate health coach dedicated to helping women in their 30s achieve sustainable fat loss once and for all, boost your energy, and feel amazing in your body. I simplify nutrition and fitness to create practical strategies that work for your lifestyle. So if you're ready to kickstart your journey, I've linked up my free 3-day video program below in the description, packed with actionable tips that you can start using today. Make sure to check out the link in the description below. So my tip #1 is to pair your eggs with animal protein, a different animal protein. Each egg has about 6 grams of protein, but to support fat loss and muscle maintenance, you need at least 30 grams of total protein per meal. And why 30 grams? That's the minimum you need to activate protein synthesis, which is how your body uses the protein you eat to repair, build, and maintain lean muscle. This process is essential for fat loss, energy, and overall health. And for the best health and body recomposition outcomes, I recommend aiming for about 1 gram of total protein per pound of your ideal body weight. So if your ideal weight, for example, is 120 or 140 pounds, that's about 120 or 140 grams of total protein daily. So it would be way more than just 30 grams of total protein per meal. This isn't a rigid rule, but a helpful estimate to preserve and build muscle, which becomes increasingly important as we age, especially as women. And there's 3 essentials for this. You have to eat enough protein, activate your muscles with resistance training, and get proper rest, because that's where your muscle is actually rebuilding and getting stronger. So rest is super important as well. But that's a whole different video. For now, let's just stick with eggs. Since very few people want to eat 5 eggs in one sitting, which would come about 30 grams of total protein, pairing your eggs with another protein source is the best solution. I've usually paired it with chicken, but I've also used ground beef, nitrate-free turkey slices. I like the brand Applegate. The other day, I had them with leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, or sometimes I add some pieces of steak from the previous night. Honestly, the options are endless. Use whatever you have on hand. If you have duck, ground bison, ground venison, any protein you love. The only type of protein I haven't really tried with eggs is fish, but you do you. The key is to eat enough protein for your first meal of the day when you break your fast. My second tip is to add fiber and a side of veggies to your plate. This is the perfect opportunity to use leftovers like roasted asparagus or my favorite sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes add a natural sweetness and strike for the perfect balance between fiber and complex carbs. My fall-inspired sweet potato recipe has been a kitchen staple for years. I'll link it over here so you can try it out one of these days. It's perfect for this time of the year, or really any time of the year. Any meal, any day, I have them all the time. Eating them cold, I recommend you try that. Eating them cold boosts resistant starches in the sweet potatoes, which support your gut microbiome and help reduce glucose spikes, which in return will help you with a more balanced sugar level in your blood, supporting your fat loss journey and reducing cravings. Other great options include guacamole for healthy fats, and fiber, or maybe some rainbow carrots for their fiber and antioxidants and blood sugar balancing benefits. Sometimes I'll even add seaweed for a boost of iodine to support thyroid health and give the dish like a savory crunch. The key is to get creative with what you already have and the foods that you already enjoy. Single ingredient wholesome foods. Cooking your meals at home gives you full control even at breakfast. And this is the best part. These are all super easy to put together. I'm just using food I've already prepared for the week and have in my fridge, so there's no extra time needed to prepare. If you want more tips on meal prep, I highly recommend checking out my meal prep video, which I linked for you over here after this video. There's just some extra helpful tips if you want to start cooking more at home. It doesn't have to be complicated. To save time in my mornings, I keep it simple. I cook my sunny side up eggs, which is how I like them every time, in a pan and let them do their thing for about 3 to 5 minutes while I unload the dishwasher or grab the other foods I'm adding to my plate. From start to finish, my eggs take no longer than 10 minutes to make, and that includes plating them. It's super quick, it's super easy, and it gets me out of the door feeling fueled and ready for the day. You know, preparation is key for when you're on a fat loss journey, so you really want to make sure that all these things that you're doing are part of the daily life and you can actually do them for it to be sustainable. Okay, my tip number 3 is about texture. I love adding crunch or layers to my morning eggs. This takes your breakfast to the next level. My go-to crunch is seaweed, like I mentioned before, or the rainbow carrots. But most mornings, I love my Brad's Flats or Brad's Chips. They're made with real, organic ingredients, packed with nutrients and fiber, and add that perfect finishing touch. You can find them at Whole Foods, or you can also order them online. I'll link their website for you here. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. That's a dream, but I really just love them. And if I want something more substantial, I layer my sunny side up eggs on 2 slices of gluten-free toast. My favorite one is pacha bread. It's clean, it's delicious, and it's made with only 2 or 3 ingredients at most. If you prefer regular bread, I just recommend finding a traditionally made sourdough from a local artisan bakery, not the mass-produced grocery store versions. And sometimes I'll use outer aisle cauliflower sandwich thins or egg life wraps to make egg tacos. Whatever you choose, just make sure you always follow tip number 1 and tip number 2, which is balance your meal with enough protein, healthy fats, and fiber. And finally, let's talk toppings. The right sauce or dip can completely transform your meal. I often use guacamole, mustard, or Primal Kitchen ketchup. Sometimes I do like to add that sweetness to it. Still, my absolute favorite is my homemade high protein, low-calorie onion dip. It's really a game changer, and it takes less than 5 minutes to make. I'm gonna link the recipe here for you. It's a must try. And that also counts as extra protein because it's made with Greek plain yogurt, so it does have more protein. You can also add some hot sauce, fresh lime, clean green salsa. Just check the ingredients to avoid added sugars, preservatives, and artificial additives. And this small step keeps your meals flavorful while still staying aligned with your health and body goals. If you want to learn more about how to navigate processed foods, you can check out my video next. It's all about how to make the healthiest and best choices when it comes to processed foods that will also support your fat loss journey. And if you follow these tips and experiment with how you plate your morning eggs, let me know what you added, what you experimented with. I would also love to hear new ideas from you, and you can share them in the comments, and we can all learn and get inspired together from your plates. You don't have to stick with eggs every single day. Some mornings, you might crave something different, like warm and cozy stack of pancakes. If that's the case and you are on a fat loss journey and want to maintain your energy levels and keep benefiting from eating healthier, you have to ensure they align with your health and body goals. And I've got you covered. You can check out my delicious protein-packed pancake recipe right here. I promise it's a game changer. You can check out that video next. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I share practical, actionable tips every week to help you eat better, feel amazing, and reach your health and body goals without getting overwhelmed. So hit that like button and subscribe so I can see you next time.